I think confidence is a belief that you can do it. It's a quiet belief. It's an inner strength that you have. Cockiness is, maybe you can do it, maybe you can't do it. Haven't really proven yourself. I worked extremely hard to have the faith in my skills that I have.
When you wake up in the morning, pound your chest. Fucking look at yourself in the mirror and do all this fucking bullshit. I hope it works. What works for me is that everyday resume. The things I know I've accomplished, the things I know I've done, real hard work, the real calluses on my mind, the real calluses on my hands. You must build belief. You must build confidence.
You don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Outwork your self-doubt.
You do not become confident by doing things you're confident doing. You become confident by doing things you are not confident doing and then realizing you could do them anyways. The reality is, action builds experience, experience builds competence, and then competence leads to confidence. But it starts with taking action.
Self-confidence is really someone who keeps promises to themselves. So when I meet somebody who says, I lack self-confidence, I know intuitively this person has not consistently kept promises they make to themselves. Because self-confidence is really like your reputation with yourself.
So you don't have confidence because you've broken your word to yourself so many times in the past you can't believe a word you say. When you're talking to people, what you don't realize is people don't see you through their eyes, they see you through your eyes. And you're literally causing people to doubt you because you doubt yourself.
Look, I'm gonna ask you a question. Would you stay in a relationship with somebody that constantly lied to you, that lied to you all the time? Absolutely not. Well, that's why most people don't like themselves, because they're always lying to themselves.
Self-esteem is earned. It's only earned by you with yourself. You're not going to get self-esteem because everybody praises you. Someone can tell your whole life that you're brilliant, you're a genius, you're beautiful, you're handsome, and you not believe it. Someone can tell you you're a piece of crap and you're never going to become anything, and there's a part of you can say, I'll show you, as many people have, and then they develop drive out of it, right? So it's really, self-esteem comes from doing incredibly difficult things where you know you pushed yourself. It's not virtue signaling, it's not telling people about it. It's what you know inside your soul is true.
The gap between who you are and who you want to be, how your life currently feels and how you want it to feel, that gap closes when you start acting differently. You're frustrated because you haven't grown. Nothing's changed, but nothing's changed because your behavior hasn't changed. To build confidence, you have to take action in the face of doubt.
Real self-worth comes from doing hard things. We keep talking about self-love. We keep talking about loving yourself, believing in yourself. That happens naturally when you go through something difficult. The point is, we've all done hard things, and self-worth and self-value comes from recognizing the hardship you've been through and the growth that you made during that time.
A lot of times people who want an easy life lack confidence in themselves. And the way to boost your confidence is not through success, it's through difficulty. See, we don't know what we're capable of as long as we're living easy lives. And so if we don't know what we're capable of, we will be filled with self-doubt.
When you can forego temporary desires for your long-term goals, you start to respect yourself so much more. And how you build self-control is every time you go to make a decision, you ask yourself, is there any chance that I'm going to feel any shame, any guilt, or any regret? The more you live a life that has no shame, no guilt, no regret, the more you'll start to respect yourself and the more you'll like yourself.
Confidence without evidence is delusion. The way that you can increase that confidence is to have more evidence that you've done things when you said you would do them in the past.
At the heart of confidence is action. It's the willingness to try. And all you need is to know that if you try, you're not going to die. You're just going to learn something.
Start small. Say something you're going to be doing. Do whatever you can to make it happen. Make some commitments. Do whatever you can to make sure that commitment comes through. More and more and more you put these things together, these events together, eventually you start kind of sitting up a little bit. You're confident, your eyes change, and people start looking at you saying, why do you look at people like this? Why do you have that look on your face? It's called willpower.
The reason you lack confidence is very simple. There is a certain version of yourself that you respect. There are certain traits and accolades that you respect in an individual, and you fall short of that. And the degree to which you fall short of that ideal version of yourself is the degree to which you will lack confidence. So if you want to achieve 100% confidence, then you need to be 100% that person. And the only way to become 100% that person is to do 100% of what that person would do.
When you tell yourself you're going to do all these things, I'm going to get in shape, I'm going to get my money right, I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this, and you fail to do those things on a daily basis, you are losing confidence in yourself bit by bit by bit by bit.
When you start stacking little wins, day after day, hour after hour, month after month, week after week, you start building a reputation with yourself. You tell your subconscious mind that when I make a promise to myself, I keep it. And that promise begins to build your reputation. That reputation is your confidence.
Now, everyone has a comfort zone, right? Those situations that feel easy and safe. And everyone thinks that everything outside of that comfort zone is overwhelming and frightening. Let's call that the panic zone. What if I told you that there's a third zone, the stretch zone? Now, these are all the things that feel like a challenge, but doable with some effort. And when you spend time in that stretch zone, you start doing all those small things that challenge you, what happens is the comfort zone starts to expand. So you can build your confidence without ever having to step into your panic zone. You don't have to overwhelm yourself, but you do have to challenge yourself every day in that stretch zone over and over again. It takes courage, but the more time you spend there, the more confident you become.